Hello, I'm just sorting a couple of the trim pieces out. This is the package tray. It's not in very good condition, and it looked rather like this. And I've just given it a little scrub. This doesn't look much better, but I think this is discoloration rather than dirt, so I don't want to scrub it too much because I don't want to damage the board. I mean, it's not great anyway, but this is what it looks like. So I thought I'd try and get this back in. I just want to start putting a few of the trim pieces back in. The problem is it's very cold at the moment, and when you're dealing with like plastic trim and things like that, it could do with being nice and flexible. But I thought I would try and put the back seat in, and the piece that goes between the rear of the car and the boot, and the parcel shelf which goes there. At least those two pieces, and then see what I can do. I want to put the mats in as well, but again, they're very old rubber, and they're probably very brittle. I don't know, I'm just going to see what I can do. Well, anyway, that's the parcel shelf piece. That's the divider. That's one of the kick panels. Yeah, so let's just see what I can manage to get done anyway. Hello, right, the rear parcel shelf went in. I found the side trim pieces and put those in. I didn't try repairing them because, to be honest, it's just too cold to work with the plastic. I'll just shove that in. Again, it's too cold to try and stretch it out and smooth it out. Same this side. That piece is in, it's got a burn in it. This piece is in. I've just cut some stuff and laid it in there, and I don't know if it's suitable for this, but it's heavy, and it is underlay, like a dense underlay that you use under laminated flooring, but I've got a roll of it in the loft, so I've just cut a piece of that. That's what it looks like there, look. So I've just cut that and put that in there just to deaden it out a bit, I suppose, so I can see about just dropping the back seat in place. And then what I'll probably do, probably not today, but I'll probably take the front seats out and put the mats in. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you that because you won't be able to see that afterwards. And you can see the divider piece between the boot and the rear seat area is in as well. I'm just little mopping up jobs, you know, just trying to get rid of the things that are hanging around the place. Back in a bit. Hello, right, let's have a look, see what I've done. I got that piece in there, look, that divides the boot from the car, so that's in. That's not in bad condition actually, that piece. I put the seat back in. Now I've just looked here and I can see that it's not in right, so I need to lift that and get it engaged properly. I've put that piece in. These door panels have never been off. I put the back seat in and the side trims. These are all just put in exactly as they were removed. And I'll put that panel in on that side and that piece there. That should have some foam behind it. But like I say, it isn't the weather for doing upholstery, but I just wanted to get these things back in. I just had a look at the rubber mat that goes in the front. It's supposed to have, see this padding here? I've put that back in. It ought to be glued, and all this ought to have it as well. And I imagine there should be some under the floor, but I don't think I have those pieces. Oh, and I'll put these in as well. I mean, they're a bit, you know, had it, but put that back in. and I put that back in. That needs a screw in it there, and it needs fitting properly there. My problem is that I'm short of these things here, these things that press in, because a few of them were missing and a few of them broke. Okay, but anyway, it was just a little hour or two messing about in the garage on a cold day. What else are you going to do? Sudokus, that's what I normally do. Edit videos, yep, I've done that as well. Okay, that's good, because I've just found this screwdriver and I found that screw earlier, so I'm going to put that back in. Oh, there's little bits on it. Okay, so that's in. Yeah, okay. It looks a bit crap, doesn't it? But that's what it is. It's just a crappy old car from the 1950s that's survived. Okay, righto. You know, if you start doing any more, you start getting into the realms of restoration, and I'll tell you, I just am not into that. It's a shame, actually, the seats. I don't know if you can apply something that will, you know, like some sort of a plasticizer to help restore the plasticity of the faux leather. Because I'm pretty sure when I sat on that seat, it split. Okay. Righto. That's enough for now. I'll see if I can just get that back seat back in place. The thing is, if you knelt on the seat, you'd split it with your knees. So it's a little bit awkward. Okay, I'll give it my best shot. Like I said, I'm short of the studs that, you know, hold it down. I've got one there and one there, not one there. Anyway, so that seat's down anyway. A few more bits of trim in place. Okay, thank you very much for joining me in the garage. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers then, bye. Hello, welcome to Mart's garage. We're in the conservatory today because it's very cold out. Still frosty, look. I want to see if I can reuse these rubber mats. So what I thought I would do, I thought I'd turn the radiator on. Got an electric heater as well. Warm the conservatory up. Make it nice and warm in here so that so these mats won't be quite so stiff. What I'm going to do is I want to strengthen them because they're quite weak in places. So I bought some Hessian. So the idea is that I'll roll this out upside down and glue the Hessian to the back. That's my idea. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if it will stand being rolled out, being straightened, but I do think that it needs to warm up a bit to become more pliable. I mean, it's not too bad, and you can see that there's some sort of strengthening material there, look, like a canvas. So yeah, so let's get this unsnipped. Let's try and roll it out and see if I can help it a bit by putting some Hessian on the back of it. The front one is the worst, but I thought I'd practice on the rear one first because it's not so bad. I don't know why some of it is very light coloured. It's just degraded, I suppose. And I don't know why this is so dark. It all needs kind of cleaning, I suppose. Okay, righto. I'll bring you back when there's more to show. think I'll just cut a piece to do this side here. I think I should have plenty, so I'll overlap that there so I can get that flap there that you can't see. I'll do it bit by bit, I think. How long do you think you're supposed to leave it? Oh, okay. Not too bad. Got a bit of airing because of the fumes. Well, that ought to strengthen it up, hasn't it? Don't look too bad. Okay, that seems to, you know, have taken. Stuck it to the tablecloth as well. That's okay. I haven't got enough glue to finish the job, so I'm going to go and get some glue. So I'll leave it at that. I'll get some glue and then I'll come back and carry on. See you in a bit. Bye. I got some glue and I've also got some super glue. So what I think I'm going to do is try and just super glue these edges first. There, there and there. Just give me a better chance. And what you can see here on this driver's side, I can't do anything about this, but because they bolted the seat further back, the seat has worn through the rubber mat there and there. Oh well, hey. What I think I might do is put a small piece there, because this is the worst part of it. well, you know, it can help a bit, even if it's just to help it keep it aligned when I'm trying to stick the other stuff on. Right, lesson learned from the other side. Try and put some glue on this piece first. Damage. It's okay. Okay, yeah, looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. Same for the middle then, I suppose. Middle for diddle. It's not too bad in the middle because it isn't damaged. It's a little bit damaged there. Trouble is, it's not a flat shape. That's the problem. Okay, good. Yeah, looks, well, I feel like I've got a lot more confidence in it now to not fall apart. that's, I'd say that's relatively robust now. I'm just going to flip it over and stick some bits on the little extensions at the back. That's quite pleasing, I think. This bit here where it's very faded, I just rubbed it there with this scourer and it's come red again. See that bit there, look? Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Look, bloody hell. Wow, that really is better. It's freezing cold outside, so I can't really take it outside and swill it off. Just use it sparingly, you know. I'm pleased with that though, that come out well there, hasn't it? Look at that. Well, that looks a hell of a lot better, doesn't it? That was well worth the effort to do that. Just that alone was worth the effort, wasn't it? That was amazing, really, to be honest. That's a transformation there, isn't it? I don't think I'll do as well for the rest of it because this is quite badly deteriorated here. That'll come apart. It's going a bit white, isn't it, as it dries? I can't do much about that really, I suppose. Yeah, it looks a lot better, that does. This is the passenger side. This bit here is quite badly damaged. But let's look at this side. Let's call that a before. There might be better stuff that I can use, you know, but I don't know. I don't know anything about this. The battery is going flat in my phone, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. As far as filming, you get the idea. I've strengthened it. I've given it a rudimentary clean. And I think, you know, that can be put back in the car and it'll be okay. So I will continue off camera cleaning it up, and I don't know if I'll do it today, but I can do the front one as well, which might be bigger than this, I'm not sure. So thanks very much for joining me at Mart's garage in the conservatory. I will bring you back when there's more to show. Hello. The rear mat is rolled up there around a piece of cardboard tubing and just put on one side. This is the front mat, and it is worse than the rear mat, which is, you know, understandable. I haven't tried to clean it heavily. So I'm just trying to talk to the camera. This is the front mat. I haven't tried to clean it heavily, and it is rather worse than the rear mat, which is understandable. And this is the worst area. The problem is, because it's quite heavily, you know, it has to go over the tunnel, and this is supposed to bend up on for the you know, where your feet go. I mean, this piece here is supposed to be there. Even as I'm saying it, this piece is falling off. But I'm not going to be able to pull that to there. It's just not going to go. So I'm going to try and stabilise this piece and stabilise that piece, but separately, and then they'll just kind of come together on the car, I hope. And then I'll put some Hessian on the main pieces as well. Well, I'll probably do it the other way around, actually. Hessian, 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 in that order. Okay, so yeah, so I'm not going to do it now, but I've got it out so it can kind of settle, and I've got the heating on, so it ought to, you know, soften up. It is nice and flexible, to be honest. So I'll turn it over and start cleaning it and then gluing it. I need to go and buy some more glue. I think I need another couple of tins, actually. Okay, righto. I'll bring you back when there's more to show. Cheers then. Bye. Hello. It's the day after, and I'm working on the front mat. It's rather more difficult because it has a lot more shape to it, which I cannot sort of replicate. This area here isn't very good, but I have put the Hessian on the back, so it's nice and strong now. I've glued up some of these things here. It all looks rather a mess. It's quite dirty as well, so I've got a little bit of soapy water there and a scrubbing pad. I can't find my good scrubbing brush. I don't know where it is. I've had another look for it today. So anyway, I'm just going to clean it, and then I will probably roll it up, much the way that I've done that one there, that rear one down there. So I'm going to clean it, and hopefully, you know, it'll look a bit better. And then what I'll probably do is I'll have to move the car across so I can get both doors wide open, and then get the seats out, and I'll cut some stuff to put under the, you know, as underlay, and then put the carpets back in. That's what I'd like to do over the next day or two. Okay, anyway, it's gone from being freezing cold to slightly warmer today. You wouldn't think it though, because it's humid and there's a cold wind, but yeah, we're getting through it. Okay, right. I won't show you cleaning it because it is much the same as when I was cleaning that one, and I'll only end up speeding it up. So, but this is a before. You can see this area here is bleached out quite badly. That area there is bleached out quite badly, and this area here is rather dark. So hopefully I'll get it a little bit better than this. Okay, righto. Maybe I will put let's just put the thing on the tripod and I'll speed it all up. Okay, well, there's the after. The problem is, as it dries, it takes on that milky appearance again. but I can't really do much about that. I might investigate to see if there's something you can put on that will help it. Maybe linseed oil, something like that. I don't know. I don't want to put anything on that's going to ruin it. But I think that'll look better than it was. What I noticed here, that is below where the clutch cylinder would be, so that is fluid that's probably been affected by brake fluid that has leaked from the cylinder over the years. Okay, the other thing that occurs to me is that probably the safest place for this is in the car, so it's taking the right shape. So that'll do for this little session. I haven't been able to go mad on these bits here. I might be able to give those another little scrub when they're in the car and taking the right shape, but they're so fragile it's just not even worth trying. So what I think I'll do is leave this like this. Well, I might roll it up actually like that one, but I'll do what I need to do to the car to get it to accept the carpets. That'll be the next phase of the job, and when I start that, I'll bring you back and show you what I'm doing. But for now, thanks very much for joining me in the conservatory. As you can see, it's just a dumping ground for all sorts of things, but thanks very much for joining me in the conservatory. There's the front carpet. There's the front mat. There's the rear mat rolled up, so they can go into the car. Hello. Possibly slightly disappointingly, as it's dried, it's gone quite a lot lighter. You can see here and here. Now what I've done as an experiment here is put a little bit of this petroleum jelly on it. Just wiped it on very, very lightly, rubbed it in, and then wiped it off with a rag. So I'll leave that there as a bit of a experiment, and have a look, you know, in a while, a couple of months or something, to make sure that it hasn't deteriorated. And if it hasn't, I'll look at giving the whole of it a rub with it. What I'm looking for is does it, you know, degrade or go soft or start cracking, or feels pretty flexible, to be honest. I don't know if that's just because it's on the corner. Yeah, it's definitely more flexible than that. It does feel more flexible than that, which I'm surprised at. It's only been on 5 minutes. No, I'm probably fooling myself. Let's see what it's like after a while. Leave it on for a while, and if it's alright, I could do some more. I've ordered some simple car mats as well to go in to protect it. So, okay. Anyway, I'll just show you. I thought I'd show you that. Hello. It's the same day. I've come out to the garage. I've stuck some bits of sound deadening in there that had come out. I stuck them back in on the wheel arches there, and the floor round by the pedals, across there and up there. And I've cut some pieces of this material. This is what I used under the wooden flooring in the house, the laminated flooring. You know, it's not real wood. So I've just rolled this out, and it's like a gold colour on the other side, but it's heavy, so it's okay. It sits down. I didn't know whether to put the golden side up or this side up. I might do the other way actually. These are both the same, so I can flip them side to side and have the gold side up if I want. Yeah, I might do that. So I'll flip these over, then I'll get the rubber mats and lay them in. let's get them rubber mats in. They're safer in there than they are rolled up. Okay, I'll bring it back in a little bit. Well, there's the front carpet in. I think it looks okay, kind of fits, and it's certainly a lot more confidence inspiring handling it with that Hessian backing as well. Plus it's a bit heavier, isn't it, so it'll be a little bit more sound deadening. Okay, I'll go and get the back one now and get that in. It would have been really difficult to do with the seat still in place. It's only 4 bolts, so nice and easy. Okay, back in a little bit. There's the back piece in anyway. Okay, yes. It looks a bit dirty, doesn't it? Even though I washed it. Anyway, I'll get the seats in then and call it. Oh dear, look at that there. Call it. I'll just stick that down. At least this joint, you know, this crack has, at least that crack has joined up. That piece there has come undone. I might just put a little mat over the middle. I've ordered a couple of mats actually to go there, you know, just to protect everything. Okay, righto. It's a bit awkward because the holes are covered up, so I'll have to kind of, I imagine I'll have to pull these back like that while I put the seats in. Let's just get them in place though. Okay, got the seats in. There's the seats, there's the mats. Don't look too bad. Not sure about the gold now that I've done it. Probably would have been less obvious if it was the other way up. A little bit awkward getting the mats around the seats and getting the bolts in. But I've done it. I don't know if I've done it right or not, but I think that's okay. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It looks okay. And that ought to add quite a bit of sound deadening to everything. So hopefully that should be a lot quieter now. And yeah, that's pretty good, I'd say. Okay. Oh well, I just wanted to share something with you, like a memory, a childhood memory. Okay, this is a 100E. When I was a kid, and I'm talking a young kid, I'm talking about up to the age of about 6, something like that. My dad had a 100E. His was a 4-door Prefect, but it doesn't make any difference for what I'm going to say. So I want you to imagine the scenario. I'll get this lump of wood just to illustrate the point. Okay, right, lump of wood. Like I said, when I was a kid, and which means up to about the age of 6, my dad had a 100E 4-door Prefect, black, FO 8872. There was me and my elder brother, mum and dad, and my grandmother and granddad, nanny and granddad. Right, so we went on holiday. So I want you to imagine the scenario. My granddad was a victim of the First World War, and after the First World War he spent the rest of his life as a one-legged man. He had one leg because of, I don't know, gangrene or something like that. He had to have it chopped off. So my granddad used crutches, and if you look here, there's enough room to put a pair of crutches down there alongside the seat. Okay, so you have to imagine the situation. My dad driving, my granddad sitting here as a one-legged man, my grandmother, my mother and my older brother sitting in the middle, and me sitting on a little stool, which I remember, a little stool in the space where my granddad's leg wasn't, if you understand. And that's, we went from here. I remember the one holiday was all the way down to Bournemouth. We went down to Bournemouth, and that's how we went. And we went all that way in Dad's 100E. It's amazing, isn't it, when you think back? You know, what was judged to be just normal then. So my head was about here. It doesn't bear thinking about it, does it? Oh well. Anyway, that's just sharing a childhood memory. That piece of wood, you know, simulates the little stool that I would have been sitting on. So Grandad was sitting here, Grandad Jack. I was sitting there on my little stool. Dad was driving. Like I say, Nanny Lou, my brother Dave, and my mum in the back. Oh dear. Okay, righto. Anyway, so let's take this old dirty piece of wood out now. Okay, so there we are. That's the interior of the car done, as far as I'm concerned. You know, more or less. I'm not doing any more. I'm not a restorer. But I think that'll be okay. And I think when I drive it now, it will sound quieter. Okay, righto. Thanks very much for joining me in the garage on my latest little caper. I think it was worth the effort to clean and reinforce the floor mats. They were very, very fragile. They still are fragile, but at least they're capable of being handled now. Okay. Thanks very much then. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers then. Bye.